Hey, good people, it's your girl Angela Cherie, looking like I am looking. It's been a long day, and my slip press is, it's barely hanging on. But really quickly, this past week's episode was not live in studio, and you all know now for season 2, when episodes are live in studio, you will see the live stream or the video from the recording on YouTube. Well, this week, of course, wasn't. So I wanted to take the opportunity to give my input on last week's episode with Dr. Celeste Holbrook. Let me tell you something. This episode, I was so nervous to do because I didn't want to say too much or not enough. But as always, I wanted the goal to be that we're helping somebody, okay? And so y'all know the motto, we cannot heal what we hide, so let's talk about it. And so I was able to talk to her about sex after trauma, and it was so refreshing to have a conversation that was not filled with judgment, that was not filled with any kind of like side eyeing or even condescending to the things that I may not have known or thought about. Her perspective was so enlightening, refreshing, and needed. I needed to hear what she had to say, and I'm sure you, the listeners, needed to as well. It was an amazing episode, and if you are in the Dallas area, I really encourage you to hire her as your sex therapist because she's absolutely amazing. Her and I had a conversation and discussion before we even started recording. And in that short amount of time, I already knew that I had made the right decision in having her on the podcast. So my thoughts and my takeaways, I think that we as people, and especially we as women, need to have or should be having thought-provoking, open, honest conversations, transparent conversations about our sex lives. A lot of us have been through a lot. A lot of us have had experiences that were not pleasant. A lot of us have had negative experiences that have shaped our lives, not just our sex lives, but just our lives in general. It has shaped who we date, who we've married, who we've had kids with, all of that. And so I think the basis of it, a lot of it starts from those negative experiences. And so my takeaway was that you can always reprogram your mind and your thought process, no matter how bad the situation has been, or no matter how bad the trauma has been for you or how it has affected you. You can always reprogram your thoughts and your mind to, be a positive one towards sex or anything else that has been negative in your life. And so that was my takeaway. And I just enjoyed, again, being able to have a conversation with another woman. I've had conversations with my guy friends, boyfriends, exes, and stuff like that. But having those conversations with women, you got to find the right one because many times they're not going to have those types of conversations with you. And so it was just refreshing to have a conversation with another grown woman, not, being raunchy or nasty or disrespectful, but being open and honest about the things that we deal with and we go through. So again, I hope that the episode helped you in some way. I am working today. That's why I'm looking like I am looking. But I am preparing for next week's episode with Renea Hunter of Sex Therapy. I think it's Breathe Balance Center, something like that. I may have the name wrong. Forgive me if I do, but that episode will be airing next Thursday, and we'll be talking about sex education. So make sure you are tuned in. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube page as well as the podcast page, whichever form or platform you listen to. Make sure you are subscribed so you can get the notification as to when a new video as well as a new episode is posted. All right, so I'll see you all next Thursday. You're listening to the Ever Evolving Podcast.